Jacksonville Jaguars. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, 59.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert, alert. Here I come. Ain't no time now.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
19. 59. Yo. 59. Yo. Switch.
On 1st down, Watson. And this is incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 24. 45. Mike. Check. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. No one attempted or made more field goals in Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
675. Let's go, D.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check out. 665. One day. Sick guy.
Fournette running out of the gun. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
390. Monday. 55. Hey, quick. Hey, pilot, 64. Weak.
Throwing on third down. Luck. And that one complete to Marshawn Lynch. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's letting this one go for... It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
He's crashing. Hey, we got to snap down and low.
Now it's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Fells. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Luck brought in here by Tyler Eifert and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Luck on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Locke. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they...
And I think the ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
11.
Here's Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Switch it. Come on.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the... And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Watson now to throw. And Stills bringing it in. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right at the 35. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go. You tighten up. Mike, 55. Right there.
Now a first down throw. Love. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Mike up. 12.
A shotgun snap for Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. The 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the...